Hi guys, Stay-Patient here. I just thought I'd bring you a quick video because I just earned the Breadwinner Trophy after one day of gameplay. Now, for those of you who aren't aware of what the trophy is, or have maybe forgotten and not played this game for a while, on the crew there's a trophy for increasing your daily salary to 10,000 bucks. Now your salary is decided by your rank within your faction, and you have a rank in each area of the game, in each region. Now I'm going to just take us to the faction page here. Now first of all, I am uploading this video on the 2nd of February. Now I played the game all day on the 1st, which was a Sunday. Most of the day I spent playing the game, and you can see my stats now if I go across to the faction page. Now a lot of people spent a lot of time later on in the month, last month and the month before, trying to get this trophy, and they needed well over 100,000 reputation points to be able to achieve it. Now if you look here, I have 33,550 reputation points overall, and that makes me an underboss in the world as a whole. And in each zone, look, I've got no more than around 10,000. A couple of the zones are very low. I'm gangster with only 1,640 rep in the west. 2,300 rep makes me gangster in the south. And then the zones that I was concentrating on, I figured I would do work on each zone and get each zone up to about 10,000 and then start working from there. And I was figuring maybe 20,000 in each zone might be enough. But here we are. I've got around 10,000 in 3 zones. 2 of those zones I'm lieutenant, and 1 zone I'm thug. Now, of course, I am in the Wolves faction, which if you take a look, the Wolves is the most popular faction, so there's more people in it, and that would obviously make it easier to rank up within that faction. But the main thing is that if you play as Wolves and they are the highest ranked faction, then you get more income for each rank that you are. So if you look here, a gangster gives me 450 bucks. Now if you're one of the other factions, you get less than that for being a gangster. And if you're, for instance, if you're a lieutenant, you might only get 12 or 1300 bucks. So obviously with my 24% extra bonus from the awards, as you can see there, I've done the trophy for getting over 10,000 award points, and that gives me the 24% extra. So that takes me over the 10,000, but I'm fairly close to 10,000 even without the award points. And like I say, that was literally after one day of play. So I've got a post, or got several posts on the PlayStationTrophies.org website that explains why it's worthwhile waiting until the first day of the month to be able to get this trophy. Because of course everybody's reputation points are reset. I guess it's at midnight or some point during the first day. At the very end of each month they reset all reputation points. So rather than playing the game, you know, a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks into the month when everyone already has a lot of points and you have to do a lot of catch up to be able to reach them, if you just start on the first day, there obviously aren't as many people that have played the game. Everyone's reset to 0 and you can get a head start, and that's how I've managed to get this trophy, the Breadwinner Trophy, within one day of play, and only needing to get 33,500 reputation points. And as you can see, I probably wouldn't have even needed that much, because I am at 11,718 bucks final faction spoils. That final faction spoils is of course your daily bonus. That's what's being referred to in the Breadwinner Trophy. So I just thought I'd bring you this because a lot of people are asking how much reputation points you need for the trophy. Of course, the later you leave it in the month, then the more reputation points you will need. So either go and play it now, play it as early in the month as you can, or if you're watching this video in a couple of weeks' time, maybe wait until March, because I think as time goes forward, more and more people are getting maybe bored with the game and leaving it, but those people still count within the faction leaderboard. So the less people that are playing the game, the more people that you can overtake easily. If anyone's wondering how I went about getting these points, the main thing I did was PvP, and obviously if you're doing PvP you want to be searching for free-for-all games, because the faction versus faction PvP matches are very, very difficult to find. But the free-for-all isn't too bad, but the best thing to do is to search for a free-for-all match in one of the regions. A good region to do, I find, even though it's a little bit harder to find free-for-all matches, if you do the mountain states, I feel like that's easier to rank up in, because people don't seem to like playing that area, which means that less people have high amounts of reputation points, so it's nice and easy to rank up there. As you can see, that's one of the zones I'm lieutenant in, whereas I've got a similar amount of reputation points in the Midwest, and that gives me, sorry, that's my phone telling me I've got a message, that gives me just a thug rating in the Midwest, and I've got nearly 10,000 there, whereas the mountain states, 10,000 gives me a lieutenant ranking. So search for a PvP match, but while you're searching for those matches, what you can do is go to the faction missions on the map here, and just do one of the 10-minute ones. Now, you may not get a chance to finish it, but if you are waiting for quite a while for the PvP match to find you a match and get you in there, you might have time to do one of these 10-minute faction missions. Now, there's a 10-minute one in the northeast here. There's several around. If you just search around, and get on the icon. Yeah, there's a 10-minute one there. I believe there's a 10-minute one over here. There's quite a few 10-minute races around. There's one there. So just choose one of them and do it over and over again. Just restart after it's finished. But of course, if those take 10 minutes and it gives you 220 reputation points, then it is more worthwhile doing PvP. So as soon as the PvP loads you in, stay in the lobby as long as you can and do as many PvP matches as you can, because you get an average of around 350 reputation points, and the races that are quicker than 10 minutes, most of them are sort of 3 or 4 minutes long. Another thing that's worthwhile doing, which I can show you now, is taking these high scoring faction missions with a high reputation, and what you can do is, if I just ignore this for a second, I'm just collecting my reward from that. What you can do is you click on these and you can send friends. Now, sending friends basically sends an AI driver that is the same level as whichever friend you send, and whatever level they are determines the chance of them completing the mission, and you get around, I think it's around 10% of the reputation just by sending them out. Now, this is similar to games like Assassin's Creed, where you send out assassins to do jobs for you and you get a percentage chance of them succeeding. So if you click on send friends and then add remove friends, now as you can see, this one is a level 78 mission. So you'll need to send, if I send a level 50, which is the maximum level, is only 64% chance of it being completed. But if I send 2 level 50s, or maybe a level 15, a level 30 if I have one. But the easiest thing, most people are level 50 in this game, so I send a couple of those, go down to launch mission. Now that's got a 100% chance of completion, and as it says there, it will win me 16,000 bucks and 150 reputation points. Now these, this one here will take, I believe, 2.5 hours, and that's about the same time for all of them. And it will give you a notification when it's completed, and you can go back to the map and collect your rewards, which looks like this. See this one here, all the ones that have green exclamation marks. they are pardon me, they are the ones that have been completed. So click on it, go down to where the send friends prompt would be, and it says see result, and you see what happened with the friends that you had just sent out. So your friends have successfully completed the mission, and you collect the 16,000 bucks and the 150 reputation points. Now, as you can see, this is quite a good and easy way of making money as well. So if you're struggling for money and you've got cars that you want to buy, just constantly send out friends. There's a limit to how many you can send out, but as you can see, I've got the 2 up there, 3, 4, 1 down here, or possibly 2 down here, 5, 6, 1 or 2 over here, 7. It's around 8 or 10 races that you can send friends out on. So keep sending them as many as you can. Make sure you send them to these ones that give you 1,650 reputation points, because that will give you 10% of that, which is 150, because they ignore the bonus that I'm getting from the perk. So yeah, make sure you're always sending those faction friends missions out. Load yourself into a PvP lobby, and then keep doing one of these 10-minute missions and getting reputation from that while you're waiting for the PvP to load, so that you're not wasting time. And if you do that for a full day, or maybe a couple of days if you're not playing for hours on end, then as long as it's nice and early in the month as it is now, you should be able to get this Breadwinner Trophy. I'll show you my stats again if you want to just take a look at them and get an idea of how much you'll need if you're playing in the next sort of day or two. So I've got around 10,000 in 3 zones, and then the other 2 zones, most of the reputation points I got in the west and the south were simply from sending out friends. So because of course you get around 150 for each one, so if you're sending, let's say sending 2 races out at a time, that's 300 plus reputation points every around about 3 hours. So if you play all day and send them out 3 times, you're getting about 1,000 or more reputation points in those zones, even if you're not playing any PvP at all, and that will probably be enough to rank you up at least the gangster. Pardon me. So yeah, I hope this is helpful, guys. Yeah, so in summary, just join the Wolves faction, play a lot of PvP, send your friends out, and most importantly, play early on in the month, because that is that's when you'll be ranking up very quickly. And as you can see, the majority, almost half of my actual reputation points come from my worldwide rank. So whereas a lot of people may have higher ranks than me in different zones because they play in those zones a lot, because I've done a lot of total reputation points, I've got 4,500. I'm an underboss, which I'm not sure which percentage that is, but that's quite high up in the world rankings. I think that's possibly the second highest rank, maybe top 5% or something like that. So yeah, I hope this has been helpful for you guys, and good luck with your attempts for this trophy. If you have any questions regarding the crew or any games really, feel free to message me on YouTube, or you can always message me on PlayStation. My PlayStation ID is Stay-Patient. So I believe it's spelt the same as it is on YouTube. If YouTube's got an underscore, then ignore that. It's a dash or a hyphen. Yep. So check out my channel, subscribe and like the video if it's been helpful to you, and also check out my website, www.playstationtrophyservice.co.uk. Sorry, it's early and my voice is taking a while to break in. But yeah, all the best, guys, and for now, I'll catch you soon.